East Tennessee Children's Hospital, we know that time is precious, but some times are better than others. That's why we have 4 urgent care facilities with pediatric experts ready to get you back to better in no time.
All right, good afternoon. Don't want to waste a bunch of your time here this afternoon. So if you're just now jumping in here for a quick update, I do have all East Tennessee weather platforms updated so far, but just wanted to jump in here and give you a quick little weather update because we do have storms off to our west right now. We'll show you what it looks like. We do have some incredibly muggy conditions around East Tennessee. So do know that that's the moisture, that's the fuel to the fire, if you will. A live look there in Hardin Valley and parts of West Knox County, Anderson County, we do have partly cloudy skies. And so that's going to be the story here. That's it. My wife even earlier this morning was like, uh-oh, that's sunshine. That's not good, right? I said, no, that's not necessarily great news as we have an upper level wave that is heading our way. And so this wave is still off to our west, but notice it's already blasted its way through Memphis. And so we're looking at that very strong little tail of that system. And so does that stay further to the south? We had that conversation this morning. Does that do the stronger thunderstorms stay further to our south? Well, I do think that they're going to stay south of Interstate 40, but how much further south? Do we just see some heavier rainfall like we saw yesterday and maybe a few severe thunderstorm warnings? Hopefully, that would be the best thing, right? Hey, by the way, those nuisance showers have kind of been hanging strong across Upper East Tennessee from Knox County all the way along the I-81 corridor through Greene County and also into Cott County. Over into Carter County as well. So temperatures right now, it's extremely muggy, so we're warmer to our south. We're already in the low to mid 80s from Sweetwater to Chattanooga, mid to upper 70s north of Interstate 40. But look at our dew points, mid to upper 60s. So it's incredibly sticky outside. And with that gives us heat index values in some locations already pushing the mid to upper 80s as well. So again, a little bit of a heat index value throughout the day today. Looked at the UV index. It's not too terribly strong. Because we're going to have the clouds kind of hanging with us throughout the day. So here's our future cast. We pick up our timeline now, so pay attention. Again, everybody's going to be in a risk for severe storms. And again, I'm not going to sit here and answer a bunch of questions. I just want you to see the timing of the latest model forecast. Here's 3 o'clock today, and we'll take you to 5 o'clock. So I think as we get closer to about 5 o'clock, I said anytime after about 2, start paying attention, start checking in with the interactive radar with the East Tennessee Weather app, which, of course, if you don't have the app and you're joining on Facebook, scan that QR code or just log on to easttnweather.com. So by 5 o'clock, the storms are going to, give or take or so, an hour or so, are going to start to work their way into the Cumberland Plateau. 6 o'clock, plateaus start to work their way into the Western Valley. 6 to 7, they start to work their way into the Central Valley. Notice the purple shaded areas south of Interstate 40, south of Lenoir City, over towards Sweetwater, Tellico Plains. That's where I think we'll see some of the strongest storms. So I think some of the severe weather potentially would be with us through, let's just go about 8 or 9 o'clock here tonight. And then we'll have some more scattered showers overnight tonight, but I don't think we'll see a whole lot of severe weather through the overnight hours, but definitely something to keep an eye on. And there is the potential, by the way, for a severe thunderstorm watch to come out back off to our west across Middle Tennessee. Remember the last couple of days, I said there is a little bit of a elevated tornado potential, on Saturday versus what we were talking about yesterday. I talked about that this morning. So let me show you what I'm talking about here because this is our Futurecast rotation. This gives you a good idea of the rotation or the wind shear in the atmosphere that's going to be mainly south of Interstate 40, which, of course, is highlighted by that level number 3 from the Storm Prediction Center that is with us today. So damaging winds going to be the main threat with any of the storms that do fire up. South of Interstate 40, likely the best location, and likely to be occurring mostly after about 4 o'clock here today. Heavy rain, training, 2-3 inch rainfall rates per hour. So blinding rain if you're going to be out on the interstates or the roadways and you get caught in any of these storms. So locally heavy rainfall, it's kind of a feast or famine type of thing. I think that north of Interstate 40, we see less rain. South of Interstate 40, where we see the stronger thunderstorms, heavier rain. And our forecast highs will be in the low, mid, upper 80s, which is pretty typical for this time of the year. Heat index values, peak heating of the day, we could be pushing the low to mid 90s, a little bit hotter to our south. So if you have travel plans, that's the risk level for the day today. We take a break from the risk for the most part tomorrow into Monday. Yes, we are under a level 1 in West Tennessee and also East Tennessee, but the general idea is I think we're going to take a break from that. And then it ramps its way back up because we do have another wave of energy to our north Sunday that's going to dive its way into our area Monday, Tuesday, and that's going to elevate our risk for severe weather. Temperature-wise, we're going to be in the low 80s. That's pretty average for this time of the year. Average high is 84 degrees. All right. You're welcome. We depend on you so much and know you care to take time out of your life to keep us alert. Yeah, we got severe weather potential today. So that is what we do. That is the job that I decided to take on, right? And I'm so glad to be here with you. And I'm glad you are tuning in as well. Let's take you to actually West Knoxville. That's Fox Road Marina. And again, the clouds are really starting to fill on in. I think that's going to be the story from here on out. But again, as we get closer to 3, 4, and 5 o'clock here today, make sure that you check in with the East Tennessee Weather app, check in on the interactive radar, and allow those notifications, by the way, and push alerts. Hopefully a lot of you got those that I sent out. A quick lunchtime update, if you will. Had a lot of folks joining on the East Tennessee Weather app. If you joined in late, I'll send you back to the 24-hour weather channel on the app itself, and I'll start you off at the top with the forecast that I just did before this live broadcast. All right, my friends, have a great day. If I have to do live severe weather coverage, you know where I will be on all East Tennessee weather platforms. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day. See you back here soon.